Okay, your tech tip today is going to be on the lifts. My favorite is the rotary. Of course, we've got other ones. Like this one's Ben Pearson. All the ones I have are American made. I should say USA made because there's a lot of Americas. Now, as you can see, I have a piece of 2x4 in here. And I always go for this lip right here, which most everybody else goes for too. Sometimes people go in here underneath here for this. You can see I've got my pad catching this, and at the same time, I've got the 2x4 on the arm catching this lip. If you look at this lip, you can see damage from previous people take their jack and they just stick the jack directly under here. They hit this lip and it bends the lip. Well, that's because they don't catch enough surface area. A nice long 2x4 like this catches so much of that lip that it spreads the pressure out over the lip and doesn't do any damage. And the 2x4 is nice and straight. When people just either throw the arm under here or put a jack under here with no 2x4, they're focusing all the pressure on one spot and they create damage like this. This side, I used 2x6. You notice there's not as much previous damage over here as the other side. There is a little bit, and there's no damage from the 2x6. And also the pad is over here catching this reinforced area as well. This spreads the pressure out over a lot of surface area, minimizing any damage, or there will be no damage with this because you've got the rubber pad still intact. And that's another mistake a lot of people make, is the rubber pads get damaged or lost and then they just continue to use the lift without the pad. That's bad. Because this pad not only protects the vehicle from damage, but it keeps the vehicle from being able to slide, which is dangerous. Some vehicles have special lifting points like this, but you can't count on always having. See, it says hoist, lift. You can't always count on having a lifting point like this. But there's almost always a lip like this that you can catch. Just don't put something small here and concentrate the pressure on a small area. Spread it out over a large area. That was a minivan. This is a convertible. In convertibles, you want to open the door slightly and just let it rest there, but not catch the latch. You don't want it latched. And release the top. See the gap right there? You have to release the top on a convertible and leave a little gap on both doors. This allows the convertible to flex. Convertibles will flex a lot on a lift. Here again, even on the convertible, there is a lip and a long 2x4 to spread the pressure out over a large area of that lip. And still rubber pad at the lifting point. In the back, same thing. A lip. This travels the full length of the car, but you want to get your back one as far to the back as possible. And a nice wide piece of wood. Another advantage to the wood is that the wood is so much softer than the metal. If anything's going to get damaged, it's going to be your piece of wood. And you just get another one of those. The front one is almost as far forward as it can go as well. It spreads these arms out really wide and allows your two-post lift to keep the vehicle from wiggling or moving while you're working on it. If you're just starting out, you don't have a lift, the same rules apply with the jacks. If you're doing like a lot of tire guys, And they take 4 jacks and put them at 4 corners of the car and jack up 4 corners. Get you a nice wide piece of 2x4 or 2x6. Spread it out under the lip, and then put your jack stands under all 4 corners. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Put your questions down below. Until next week, get off the couch and get dirty.